Tons of people are getting back into Black Ops 3, so today I want to show you the easiest way to beat the Shadows of Evil Easter egg solo or with friends. Immediately after leaving the spawn room, you want to turn to your right and cook a grenade 4 times and throw it at this laundry ticket hanging on the shirt. Once you pick it up, you want to head over here and go into beast mode and just follow exactly what I do on screen, and you should be able to get the entire junction area turned on with a single use of your beast. This is the hardest part. You want to jump onto the car and just walk and jump onto the gate. There you can shock the panel easily. Then pick up the lawyer's pen and make sure you don't kill the keepers, and make sure you don't end round 1 either. You want to walk the keepers all the way up to the ritual room, and once they are inside the room, both of them, you want to start the ritual, and doing this will cause 2 zombies to spawn in after the ritual. Pick up your gummy worm and go to the junction, and there you'll find a fumigator. Just walk around and you'll find one eventually. Once you have 2,250 points, you can go to where JUGGERNOG is and buy open the entire area. In my game, it was the Waterfront district, so you want to go down near the boxing gym to activate the beast mode, and then follow my exact path I take here to get everything opened up in one single use of the beast mode. The Waterfront district is one of the more difficult ones in my opinion to get everything done in one beast. As you can see in this clip, actually, I mess up really hard right there, so I wasn't able to break the Apothicon Statue, but I would not worry about that. Pick up the champion's belt, and then you can go down and start the second ritual. Again, make sure the keepers are left alive and brought all the way down into the ritual room before you start it up. Once you pick up the second gummy worm, a Margwa is going to spawn in. Don't worry though, they're pretty easy to take out on round 1 with your bloodhound as long as you have enough ammo. In this game, I was lucky enough to have a max ammo spawn in my spawn room door, so that was insanely clutch for me. But once you take out the first Margwa, you just want to make sure you grab that heart, and again, you want to have 2,250 points to go into the next area. So once you have enough, you want to go and buy whatever district is next. In my instance, it was the Footlight district, so if you follow this beast mode, you should be able to get the Footlight district open in its entirety in one go. This jump right here is by far the hardest part in the Footlight district. Just make sure you don't wait too long to hit the spacebar. Once you knock it down, you just have to grapple over to the burlesque, turn around and shock the box, and you'll be done with the Footlight district. From here, you want to grab the headdress, remember not to kill any of the keepers, and open up this portal down into the rift. Once the keepers enter the room, you want to start the ritual, and as soon as it's over, pick up the gummy worm. Go to the tram and use it to go to whichever district you haven't been to yet, and along the way, you'll see 2 symbols. These symbols will be different in every game, but this is where the Footlight symbol is, and this is where the Canals symbol is. Keep your symbols in mind in your game. Open up the final district, and in my case, it's the Canals. So for Canals beast mode, you want to line yourself up with this electrical panel, enter the beast mode and shock the panel, then turn to your right, smack that box, and then jump into the Canals, shock this little panel, and then break this door and this box. From here, you just want to look up and grapple. You can shock the perk while you're falling, and then you just want to shock the gate. From here, you want to pick up your final item for your ritual and open up your final rift door, and then go and do your final ritual. And once you pick up your final gummy worm, a Margwa is going to spawn in. From here, you should have enough points to buy a KRM. If you don't, kill a zombie or 2 and then buy the KRM. I promise this thing is an absolute monster, and it will carry you through the entire Easter egg. So finish off the Margwa and you should have quite a bit of points. Now you can go get your final symbol for the sword, so you want to switch it to whichever district you haven't been yet in the tram, take it over, and in my case, my symbol was the double arrow. Once you have all 3 of your symbols, you can go down into the rift portal and use this beast mode to shock the 3 symbols that you found on this wall, and with the remainder of your beast mode, you can run around and open up anything that you might have missed while opening up the map. In my case, it was just that statue. Go back to the egg and pick it up, and then you can put it into the statue opposite of where you picked up the egg. From here, you want to quickly fill up the first 1/4 of your egg, and then you can put in your 4 gummy worms to start the Pack-a-Punch ritual, then place the summoning key, and after the Pack-Punch ritual is complete, a Margwa should spawn in. Take the rift portal to whichever district has JUGGERNOG in your game. In my case, it's the Waterfront district, and place your egg. From here, the Margwa should be trying to eat you, so quickly take care of him and then go and buy JUGGERNOG. This is going to keep you alive during this Easter egg, so once you finish the second part of your egg, you can pick it up, and before you leave, make sure you grab the shield part that is in that district. Then you want to make your way over to one of the other 2 you haven't done yet, place the egg, fill it up, grab the shield part, and do that one more time at the final district. When your egg is full, you can take it through the rift portal to go grab your Apothicon sword. Now you should go build your shield. I recommend building it in the Canals as it's the most accessible location. And from here, depending on which character you're playing, you want to go to one of the 4 ritual tables. In my case, I'm playing Jessica, so I want to go to the Burlesque. But if you're playing Floyd, you want to go to the Waterfront district. If you're playing Jackie fucking Vincent, you want to go to the Canal district. And if you're playing Nero, you want to go to the ritual in the spawn room. Pick up your Arc Ovum, and outside of the room where you picked it up, there should be a red ritual circle on the ground. If you interact with it with your Arc Ovum, it'll spawn in a Margwa. Once you take out the first Margwa, you'll be done with the first fourth of your Arc Ovum. You have to from there end the round and then go to the next location. I went to the Junction. This is where you would go first if you had Nero, and on your second Arc Ovum and onward, 2 Margwas will spawn instead of 1. You can use the sword to very quickly deal with the Margwas and just make sure their mouths are open before you swing. End the round and go over to the next round, and then you can do your second to last Arc Ovum. Again, rinse and repeat the same strategy. Pull out your sword and just slice until all the Margwas are gone. Now you should have around 5,000 points or more, so you want to go down to Pack-a-Punch and upgrade your KRM to the Dagon's Glare. This thing is 100% going to carry you through the flag step and the entire rest of this Easter egg. So go do your final Arc Ovum, and when you're done, you can go to where you picked it up originally to grab your Reborn sword. Once everyone in your game has their Reborn swords, you want to go to Nero's room and interact with this book on the floor. If you've been following this tutorial closely, you should be on a low enough round where you don't have the Apothicon Servant, but you can still do the flag step. So instead of the Apothicon Servant, I recommend just picking up the Margwa Tentacle for now and getting Double Tap and Widow's Wine instead. That, combined with the Dagon's Glare and the Reborn sword, should be more than enough to do the first flag step without any sort of hiccups. All you have to do is focus on the Shadow Man and the meatballs and make sure that they don't hit the flag, and more than likely you'll get the Xenomatter to drop while you're doing this step. So once you defeat the Shadow Man 2 or 3 times, the flag will make a dinging noise and it'll start glowing red, indicating you can pick it up. Then you can grab the max ammo and the Xenomatter if you dropped it, and move on to the second flag area in the Junction. I recommend starting with the Junction because it's the easiest to hold down without the Apothicon Servant, in my opinion. So once you pick up the flag for the second time, you can bring it up to Nero's room and use it on that Keeper Ghost. Once you have all the parts of the Apothicon Servant, you can craft it at any of the remaining buildable tables, and then once you end the round, you can go down to the Rift and pick up the flag. You're gonna have to do the flag step at every single district on the map, so now that you have the Apothicon Servant and the rest of your arsenal, you should be able to do it fairly easily. If you're playing up to 3 players, I highly recommend that every player in your lobby takes a different angle during this step, because depending on the amount of players in your game, more meatballs will spawn, and the meatballs do the most damage to the flag. So as long as you're focused on both the meatballs and the Shadow Man, this step should be a complete breeze. And keep in mind that after every single completion of the flag step, a Margwa is going to spawn. So after you take out the Margwa and end the round, you can rinse and repeat the same strategy at the final 2 districts to complete the flag step. Keep in mind that if you end up breaking the flag at all during these steps, don't worry, it's not the end of the world. All you have to do is end the round and then go back into the Rift, and it should be waiting for you again to pick up. Once you place the flag for the 4th and final time, you can then go down into the Pack-a-Punch chamber to do the boss fight. But before you do that, I highly recommend you buy the Vesper off the wall right next to the Pack-a-Punch, because it is the easiest weapon to just get and spray the Shadow Man with without needing to spam the box a million times. Once you have the Vesper upgraded, all you have to do is walk around and touch on all of the keepers, and then they will shoot down the Shadow Man's shield. From here, you just want to spray the Shadow Man as much as you can and try to not miss any bullets, because this is time-based, and once you have the Shadow Man over the table, you want to interact with it. But if you mess up just like I did, a Margwa will spawn in, and after you take out the Margwa, you can interact with the keepers again to challenge the boss again. This is how the boss fight should look. Instead of what I did the first time, you should try to do something like this. Aim down your sight to make sure your bullets don't miss, and jump over as soon as the Shadow Man starts to go towards the middle, and interact with the table as soon as he's above it to finish the boss fight. Now, normally in Black Ops 3, this is where the Easter egg would stop if you're playing solo. But since we downloaded the handy dandy solo Easter eggs mod from the link in the description, you can actually beat every single Easter egg on Black Ops 3 solo and up to 3 players. You don't need 4 players to do any of the Easter eggs, including the Zombies Chronicles ones. So after you kill one of the purple-headed Margwas that spawn in, you can interact with the beast mode next to where it died, and now you have to go around and shock a little panel that is next to all 3 of the tram cart locations. And once all 3 of them are shocked, all of the rails leading to the middle of the map should be glowing blue, just like that. And for this next part, you want to have the tram parked at either Footlight or Waterfront, either, it doesn't matter. But you want to come to the Canals district and call in the train, and make sure you kill the Margwa right by this beast mode so you can run into it, activate it quickly, and run all the way into the middle of the map, jump into the middle and shock all 3 of the keepers to finally finish off the Shadows of Evil Easter egg. If you made it to the end of the video, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you would like to. It would greatly help out a lot, and your support genuinely means the world to me. I love talking to you guys in the comments too, so if you want to see me do more tutorials like this or anything else zombies related, feel free to let me know down in the comments below. And with that all being said, thank you guys so much once again. Take care of yourselves, have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.